Alright. Still live. We're back. Let's get to it. Get to it. We don't have a lot of time.
I'm telling you, it's true.
Oh yeah, speak with mid. Okay. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Kupka is dead.
We stopped Friday. I explored everywhere that I could explore. Finished up all the small stuff. So all we gotta do is main story here. Yeah. And we're almost done cutting streams out. Mrs. Berry is almost back to her regular schedule. So, yay!
Danger zone!
What's up, Ginger? Thank you for that, tier 1, man.
Quality fucking time, sweetheart!
We're almost back to our regular stuff. I told Mrs. Berry she's on her last leg. I'm about to kick her out of the house.
That guy is fucking cheating! He's cheating!
How do we get to over here? Can we get there this way? We're almost back.
Bullshit! I'll bet you could suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
Oh,
Idiot!
I missed him.
Oh, what a loser!
I missed him.
I know words, I have the best words, but there's no better word than stupid.
Get into that. He says, I don't blame you, man. What's
I just
this?
started reading books. I don't have any pictures in.
Pinned up.
Why would anyone?
Well,
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
Monday was for me. I woke up Monday at like 3 in the morning and then couldn't fall back to sleep till about 4:30, so I was tired. Tuesday was for her.
All right, Clive. What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you...
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement.
And...
I should get all the credit, and if they lose, I should not be blamed at all,
Only the
okay?
fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen.
You gonna build me an airship?
The Enterprise.
Beam me up, Scotty. I bet everyone said that.
Me and my dad designed it together.
Guarantee you.
Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood.
We still haven't seen a
More heat than
behemoth.
all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have
She had
already
an
talked
awful
some tight
day
shipwrights into putting the hull
Monday
together for me
night.
in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit
At
more
work.
involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is,
Yeah, I was about to ask.
it's so involved that I'm running
You
behind.
did your
and it's
first
starting to hold
trial?
things up over at the shipyard. I'll come see my dad though when I'm done, whenever that is.
Was that in the
there
arcade
anything
thing?
I
The
can do to
stone? The rock
Good old Clive.
obelisk?
I was hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts making.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot
This is
vapors away from the
obelisk.
engine.
Oh yeah, I don't know how to work those yet.
The helm
I've
over
seen
the
a bunch
top
of
that
them.
disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in
I'm
flames.
assuming it's progression before they start working.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
He's not that far. You can do it. I
I
promise.
can't make head nor tail of them.
How do you get him to work?
You don't need to.
Is it story progression before they start working? There's one for each icon? Well, I haven't been back to I just discover them and you know, they don't do nothing, so I leave them alone.
We're seeing troops amassing at every port.
I'm assuming a trial is kind of like a challenge dungeon or something. I hope it's got some difficulty. I don't want to say hard. Whoa, whoa, watch it, watch it.
Blackthorn,
I need a favor.
it's the mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. I'd spare myself the arseache. Go on then.
She said you would know. Here.
I have to go back to an old one. Part difficult, part bullshit? Traeger's teats.
Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help.
Of course you will.
Get Gavin in here, will you?
All right.
But you have to tell me what section or what area, and I'll go try it.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave.
And, what is it we need to do?
You haven't got to the one I found. Okay.
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual saw grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual
You
supply
want
should
for
have
a
it in
bit?
stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well,
Level
we'll get it done
50?
quicker if we
Wow,
split
you're
up.
way higher
One
than
of us
I
will probably
am.
give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
You're
Well, make your
50?
minds up who's going where, we can get this over with.
You're already 40 at the time? That's not too bad. I'm like in the mid-30s. 42 now?
You going after the Stardust? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
What's it matter? I'll take Gav. He might be useful.
Gav, you...
Even though he's only got one
Alright
eye.
then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
I did
Southern
one hunt
reaches
over
of
the weekend. It's
Velcro,
the only
eh?
one I could find.
That's down past Alamill. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to
And
bring
uncovered the
stuff
rest of
back
the
to.
desert area, and that was about it.
I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of this stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
I wonder if it matters. What's the matter to
Let them
pick?
fleece ya.
Fleece me. I'd like to see him try.
In your own time.
Who did you pick for this? For the river. Alright, babe. Love you too. I'm unlocking recipes that require materials from hunts, but the hunts aren't available yet. Pisses you off? You picked the calf? Damn, I would have picked the other guy. Just to see. Well, I got hunts that I can't find them. Of course, I haven't looked everywhere. That'd be awful. But I would assume if there's a hunt open, I have access to it.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav?
Ooh. Beat me there. Yeah, I know. I've stumbled across some of those. I was looking for the hornets.
Gav.
The big
Better late than
swarm.
never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamill, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying up.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall.
Is it Googling? Is it Stardust? I don't want to do that just yet.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Yeah, like it's often its own little thing, and it's round. Yeah, that's definitely something. Yeah, I've seen that. This is all we're gonna do. We don't have to fight nothing. I don't know why they're building us a ship. We can't use it for anything. Our last one. This ain't Stardust.
That should be enough for now.
That was.
Let's see how Gav's getting on.
Yep, guy's got a whole bag.
You finished?
Enough. I hope.
Mrs. Barry gets done doing her thing by Wednesday of next week. There shouldn't be any more after.
Be enough for old Blackthorn.
Shouldn't be any more misses.
Before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
What? I don't want to chat. Should be it. I think Monday and Tuesday are her last days for covering for second shift. I saw that. It's like a 5 right now. Or
feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
I should have fixed some other things first. Who cares?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day
I
off,
saw that.
you know.
Well, says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you.
Ooh. Did you turn yours off?
Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
See what that does. I'm gonna go back home.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn.
Yeah. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be...
We should go out on maneuver or beat sneaking around on you.
Have you found anyone that can upgrade
an
an epic?
Together, then. It will take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
No?
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's...
That was stupid.
Suppose we'd better be getting back.
Give us a shout if you need it.
We're gonna go talk to her. People don't believe in what they got. They got Harry Potter owls, right? Send an owl her way and report the message.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
I know, right? What's the point of having a Harry Potter owl if you gotta go talk to everyone?
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that
Excellent. One down.
So,
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing...
salvage from the ruins. I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name?
What's her name? Right.
Oh.
This feels like a
Is
sub
this
quest.
about the helm?
Yes.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid.
It just
said
doesn't
we
feel
might
like
be
you
able
need
to
to
use
do it to
parts of
progress the
fallen
story.
ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's,
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this. Would that help?
Oh, very. I'll gather my team and head there right away.
You want? Okay. All right, what do we got to deal with? Let me guess. It's one of the 5 enemies we fight all the time.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
I don't know what's going on. You guys can... Whatever. They... Definitely lacking in a variety of enemies. I guess they concentrated more on story than really anything else, but that's a bummer. You're either fighting scorpions,
If you're ready,
some type of wasp, plant, something like that. Occasional little tiny drake. Going the right path, yeah. To go. Oh, spiders. Forgot about spiders.
it's over.
Get that off. What do we got? We got... I wish they had put, like, other than more monsters in there, like a unique monster, you know?
Oh, there you are, Sid. The, ruins are just over there.
Of course.
What do we got? Oh, and the robot things. I forgot about the robot things.
Anybody home?
Oh, this is treasure. See treasure. Oh, an eyeball thing.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
There was a hunt of this type. What is he doing to me? Ow. $31,000. I think that's a record. Do we fight those on a regular basis now? I mean, that's only the second one we've ever seen. Everything by threes still? Yeah.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid!
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let her.
All right.
What is this? Increase the strength tonic duration by 10 seconds. What are you doing? Stop. Where'd that chest go? Should be fairly good, right? It's big stone. It's like the largest chest we can open currently. What they do up here in the wild more often. Oh, meteorite. Alright, back to mid. I guess that's good. They got the 2 types of cats you can fight now. Fight them in the desert.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
Did we anything down here? There's a chest. What's down here? After we get this done, we need to get Pie's Redemption up and running.
I think Mid might need some help.
I might be working Saturday too. They're asking for a volunteer.
Helena has recovered the material for the helm.
Excellent.
And just one...
Right, the shielding.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze, which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon.
I think he redeemed his Sega game.
I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it.
I haven't been able to get it to work.
But they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even start it. I need something light. But I've wrapped my brain...
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd have thought of that. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him?
Right away.
I just don't know which game. I had it up. Toki Going Ape Spit. That's what it's called. I figure we'll knock that one out before yours because it should be, I would assume it'd be quicker. I mean, a Sega game, that can't be all that long. I've never played that game. Gotta get it to work first.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts.
Oh, by 10? You gotta be kidding me.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Hippocrates.
Yeah.
Just a moment.
It's just getting it working.
For mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. What are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it, as you can imagine.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to...
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but...
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those...
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of... pitch... I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to, before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against...
So if we could recreate...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires.
One hit KO the entire
To
game.
apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what...
It's alright. I'm a dodging machine.
If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two
Going ape
friends.
spit? Yeah, that's alright.
Knowledge of the
It'd
past
still take
may
us
yet prove useful to
a couple
we of the
days
modern era.
tops.
You suck, you jackass.
If you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
So you need a hand?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help.
The other can assist me in researching how best...
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill...
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to
Who did you
goes
pick
who
here?
in your capable...
It doesn't seem to matter though, but I'll pick the opposite of whoever you picked.
So, Clive, have you made your decision?
Hard mode to
Who will
actually beat
accompany
it?
you on your little excursion?
You don't get the end? I'm assuming you took Jill. I'm gonna assume you took Jill. I'm gonna take the other girl. There's no romance feature, is there? I'm kind of assuming Jill dies too. So we want to keep our, options open.
All right.
Ooh,
So, what are we fetching?
she was eager.
I have taken the liberty of preparing a...
Garlic. Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. If so much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction. Hence, now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to...
Well, I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance.
All right.
Jill don't
See you
look
later,
happy.
Clive.
Good luck with your research.
Have you played it, Pi?
No. Where's Talia?
What did you play it on?
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on these.
You spoiling another...
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items
What
each.
you use?
All right.
Let's see now. Why don't you meet me by the gate when you've...
You use the retro thing? Retro arc? Is that what it is? Yeah, retro arc. Pick Jill.
Oi, don't touch anything.
20.
And Thanks for nothing. What do you want?
There's talk. How the hell is anyone supposed to...
What can I interest you in today?
This hawk is what I use for the games?
Ah, yes. Good day.
That should do it. Hopefully Ty is finished too.
Fresh cuts! Come and get them. Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in the...
Well?
I did.
She can have my nuts.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tome. But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat?
I think so. She wants to chat with me? Did Jill chat with you?
Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did...
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the...
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just I came here with Sid once. Shopping. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. Thank you.
For what?
For everything.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought... But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too.
It's nearly the same dialogue, really? I was thinking they would just swap out the character and it would be the same, but I thought with the beginning part of like, oh, it's been, you know, the first time we've ever been out.
Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tome so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right.
It'd have been funny if she had suggested skinny
I heard you
dipping.
the first time.
Just to see, you know, Clive's expression and like, I'm just kidding with you.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
That would have been better than what they did. Pew, pew.
How's work on the shielding progressing?
Well, very well indeed. I was just explaining to Taya. And now that we have all the ingredients...
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions.
What about the shielding? It's...
Work is underway. Under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and...
Apparently, it'll be right.
Thank you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary?
Of course.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying when both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, followed by a rigorous process of perhaps Someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Arbo.
Oh well, we got the next tier. But what's your renown up to?
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
I know you've been skipping out on lots of the quests. It can't be as high as mine.
Thanks to Sid.
1,200? That's got to be from hunts and stuff, right? No way you got it all. You skipped a bunch of the quests, right? And the plus quests. I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Sorry to keep you waiting, but you'll be pleased to know that,
You found something for...
in a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that is supervising the construction.
Brilliant.
Don't thank me.
Right then. Better start working out how to bolt all these bits to the Black Hammer.
You know, when I got into the smithing, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some...
Some time later. Base cam? It's around here somewhere, Scott. There it is.
It's finished.
Oh wait, hold on. I
It's
turned it off.
finally finished.
There we
Fuck
go.
for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
It looks like crap,
Thank
man.
you, Clive,
What's up,
Blackthorn,
Scott?
everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
What?
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in?
So we're gonna do the grave thing now?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the searching for a land untouched by the Blight. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black... That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance, but now she's so close to being finished. I've realized I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things... I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can act...
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about that?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna...
I was.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Cap.
Thought we were gonna go straight to the grave.
It told me she
Ooh.
was building a ship.
Oh my god. Well, that's important. What is this one?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. All yours.
So you're up to 1,200. Ours doesn't even go that high yet.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
What does this plus guy offer? It's the plant guy?
I wish I could take one of our birds.
It's dungeon? I mean, what's this guy got to offer me?
Sid.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this lovely bit of kit, it is. One problem is, which is...
Sure.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicine.
Proper.
So what exactly?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do. Says gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it... So, I did a bit, and do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I haven't seen a bomb king.
I saw a billet on the hunt board for one. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great.
All right.
Thank you, Con.
We're gonna go grab that one too.
I think Mid might need some help.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
He cracked the crystal too.
The quest from this? Oh my god, there's 3 of them. Or, yeah, there's 3 of them. Something that you might need your attention.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto?
She wants. Something ain't right with that hound of yours.
What could be wrong with Torgor?
Then we got another plus. Repeat earn, the pen is mightier. Maybe we could go and ask the old bastard what's got him hot and bothered.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case. I got your note. You think something's wrong with...
So you can read. I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on some attack. You've not been working him too hard.
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy?
What was it you said he was?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
instead of everything, you mean?
Oh my god. If I known it was going to turn into like crazy nothing quests, I would have done all this over the weekend.
Lawsman.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to...
I rather think she might be right. Though not all canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow, and I see no reason why a frostwolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing on frostwolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria.
I don't recall ever seeing any that long.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predator. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Crest.
Even so.
Good hunting, Clark.
So we're gonna go kill an endangered species. Poppy. We'll get that taken care of.
Blackthorn.
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting, and you might still be doubting your craft. Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog. Still, you got a keen eye out. He's just, well...
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with the metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's trouble.
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better...
That's about the size.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always well, and we can't have our master blacksmith being...
You're a soft touch, you know that, but I can't say I'm not grateful for it.
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about... You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want?
You would think this quest would make him
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn.
better.
Single-edged.
Better
Extremely
upgrader.
Sharp.
Running around after him again, huh?
I suppose I am, yes.
Maybe increase him to like a +3 or 4.
There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private, which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it?
You think I tell people in my client? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me. Fine. If you stop... Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons, and he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my... Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dallam.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's a touch eccentric.
I appreciate the warning.
Who the fuck's Galt? Auto.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Clive. That's why I'm here.
Shh. Oh, don't make me...
What'd you fuck up?
Listen. I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it's maybe my fault. But sadly, that square turned out to be more of a... I can straighten it out, I swear, but I'm gonna need help keeping it...
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, You get Clive to come to you. In the hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs...
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each.
What?
Each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of...
That old lady's worth 5 million?
Oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility. And it was my decision to entrust them.
We have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened look after the king's ransom we had off him. He deserves better than to see our beg. Besides, we'll need to learn.
All right. But is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are.
You're back.
Something Sid and I set aside for, and I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit...
I'm sure there will be.
But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry.
Really?
No, I don't.
Our rubies. At least we're down here. We can't prioritize anymore. We're supposed to hunt something. I forgot what it was. Oh, the bomb thing. B. Bomb King. He's even got a crown. Which was she discovered the ruins of fallen beast. Oh, I think I know where this is. Ten times the size of a normal one. I think I know where that is. Zone, though, that's another thing. I think it's here. We haven't fought anything in there, so it's got to be that. It just dead ends and there was never anything there. It's got to be that.
There's talk that the glass gate.
How the hell is anyone supposed to...
Did you hear? The gates to heaven.
I want to see.
What am I going to do without sweet water and oil of talc? Still no...
Milady.
Gifts?
One of the 3 bridges was required, set aside for a rainy day.
Oh my.
Otto asked me to give it to you, to settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil, and to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least...
You once told me Sid did you a kindness.
She didn't even want to get paid back.
Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us.
It is. Otto is lucky to have... I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at...
Otto had a son.
Long ago. Yes. And blamed himself for not being able to... I don't know how it happened. Whether there was anything he could have done.
I didn't know.
How could you have? Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate.
Damn, I could have pocketed that. You didn't want it? Alright, let's go here. See if my guess is right.
No need to ride from here.
Don't look much bigger. That's cool looking.
Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty.
I've heard Torgal.
Hey, wait, he doesn't have a stagger bar. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, shit.
I've heard Torgal.
How do I... There we go. Oh, they're dead. That's the first time we've seen one blow up.
To me, boy.
Turn around!
You suck, you jackass!
Damn it! I was trying to muscle it down. It never works out. Tried to muscle it down real quick.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. I should... This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it.
What else? Here. I was expecting to get a lot of main story done. Mid's quest, screw it, it's over, man. I mean, yeah, she's gonna turn it down too, and we're still gonna give it to her.
Clive.
I wasn't expecting, but it seems, and though I doubt it's what you were expecting.
She gave us 5 million gil.
A star, Ruby. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to...
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always. Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander. Word is, he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would... Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but and when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it.
His death was hard on everyone.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replace. I reckon what he saw in Sid, and don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you...
Goat will want to know the stones were delivered.
Alright, that's done. Still gotta kill something.
Not but wild beasts, they said.
I didn't want to talk to that guy. You see, when you said you could only have 3 of my... You know how there's a hole, like there would be a 4th one up there in the top left? I thought you could do 4 of them. See how big this antelope is. Why am I?
No holding back.
You haven't been able to at least? It just seems like they would hold 4, given the way that looks.
Over here.
16,000, that was it?
You suck, you jackass.
I didn't mean to fight it.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope,
Yeah.
it would seem like just the place.
I don't see any giant ones.
I doubt we'll find one bigger than that.
That's big?
Torgal.
That's what they're calling an elder? I hate that one. No. Target this one.
Now. Will it be enough, I wonder?
Feast.
I say that answers, which means we owe the lawsman our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back.
Alright, return to the hideaway, return to the hideaway, speak to Otto. I think we have one more out here.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
The St. Drake's Fang is gone. The whole Mother Crystal gone.
My reputation will be ruined.
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg.
Pardon the intrusion.
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed.
Please. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arrive.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping up?
Or we just murder them both.
I'm sorry if I've caused you...
That? No. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves...
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword.
Ah.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is with...
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse.
I don't suppose you saw with the...
I did not. Every ill...
Then that's where I'm headed.
I shall speak...
That will be very...
Farewell.
Find some luggage. Do you have to have the I don't know if you're still there, Carlos. Like if you want up to the obelisk, does it matter if you have to have it on your guy? Like I have Ramu on now. Does it matter, or does it just work? Does it matter? I wonder why none of the other ones have worked yet. Work call? Take a message, man. And go. Fuck them up.
We've got company. Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off.
I dodged.
Nice try.
I dodged it again. Ah, that one I fucked up.
Not good. Help me, boy.
Me or him? That's not good. That's gonna hurt. Ooh, we get 2,500. I upgraded I think I upgraded a
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be
Garuda.
damaged. All right.
I was gonna swap it out for something else. There's one with like massive stagger damage.
I hear I have you to thank. What should I call you, my
Wyvern. Glad to make your
a formidable? Well, Wyvern. Redeem here tells me
a few moments of your time.
You're a peculiar.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain...
Oh, true. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that. It was made in the Outer Isles and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Why, they use a whetstone of whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10th. But it is the final stone which lent a mineral quite foreign to this group. And that is the key. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to Sir. Take this The very stone of which I spoke. Far rarer among, and a far more.
Thank you. Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However,
I am locked in bitter. I am one step ahead of the
And there are many other collectors out there.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern, may our part redeem! We must.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you. Coming, my lord.
Should be all of them.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interest now. Let's see what Blackthorn makes it.
Guess we'll take out the old lady, the blacksmith. Then there was the guy in what's Sid's place. Mid.
I noticed you and Torgal.
Yeah, he's happy.
So, Molly, that'll teach me for treating you like you're still up. All right. Now we know what you're after. I can see about getting some.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later.
Still haven't seen. I've seen all those except for the behemoth.
You can, aye. In return, you can thank.
I was just on my way to.
What do you got to say?
Sorry for that, but hopefully you learned something. I did better. A whetstone. Yes.
I think when he finds out it's gonna break after
No
the
wonder
second
I
swing.
couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine. Now, and what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthian steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah.
I'm sure the curse breaker just...
Don't you worry about me. I've been working day and night since I was up.
See, that seems like that would be an upgrade to him.
I owe you one. August 2.
You'll be happy to hear.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I makes. You come and find me when you've got...
Right.
Excalibur design draft necessary to crafting the sword Excalibur. I mean, I got boatloads of crafting materials. Let's hope we got the right stuff.
Back, are ya? So, what'll it be?
Oh, we do. Bomb Ember. That's what we got for killing that thing. Do we need it for anything else? Wow. It's up by 43.
And?
It's the old guy.
Ah, were you able to?
We were indeed.
Very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way.
Ah. But that reminds me. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role?
About how she somehow...
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But what the Fenrir of legend served Shiva, and while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having you.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been done, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to yours. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed.
Slightly increases Torgal's attack potency. Slightly increases his attack potency. I'll take a pass on that one. It'd be nice if we could equip it to him. Deliver the bomb edge. Alright, so we can do both of them over here.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Good. So Lady Karen accepted the...
Ah, but she was just too stubborn to take. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever.
Oh, wonderful.
What?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
715, dude. We put up.
Come again. I may have more
Boatloads
for
of it.
you.
Think Mid might need some help.
All right, there's. How's that?
I have it here.
I feel like he's gonna increase heals.
That's the stuff. You're a gent. Right then.
Sometime later.
There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which,
There's no need.
don't be sick. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some...
What kind of...
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the
Bigger,
toughest
more
leather
potions.
supple as... Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway. Ah, I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough.
Well,
That's the spirit.
It's not bad. That's a pretty good reward. I think it was 4 potions you could carry at most, and maybe 3 high potions.
Well, it certainly feels right. Thank you.
No, for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. And I'm telling you.
Necessary for increasing consumable inventory capacity. Holy shit. 2, 1, 1, 1. That's pretty good. We'll take it. So will you get the Excalibur since we didn't give up anything we thought we might have to give up. We'll get Excalibur. Talk to the old lady.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Lady Carrot Goat tells me you weren't happy. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers.
So,
but
how much
most
is a
donation.
talent?
And you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it. Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell...
Talking about the madam, I can't remember her name.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones.
Put me
Thanks to
over
this
here.
lump, I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which,
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy soul couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories
The
of
Dame.
him. How long did you know Sid?
Before he died. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship. He bought passage to... I forget where. We set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duty. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close. Promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was... before fate stepped in. And said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day. And there was no hiding his...
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable. Wanted the monster. I couldn't turn my back on him. And I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. luckily. It was him who stood beside me when... all up him who cried for me. Him who swore he'd do everything. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, he threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd fought.
Should have went and got the sword first.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction, and I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that,
I can't skip to the next dialogue. Gotta watch it all.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Finally. That was it? Sid's goblet? Oh, that'll be in the display area. And not done talking to him.
They told me she was building a ship.
We'll get our Excalibur.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Come through, make a hole.
Back, are ya? Not saying for you, do you? Should last you a good while.
I hope so. That's the biggest increase in weapon we've ever had. Alright, Otto, what do you got to say? There's nothing left, right?
All right, Clive. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl... No excuses now, though.
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take.
She said that?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Guess that's what we get for trying to skip
I wasn't
ahead.
expecting you back so soon.
And we're short by 5.
Come again. I may have more.
I think
for
it's a
ya.
heel necklace.
Obelith, have you seen Mid?
Yep. You in a hurry and all, are ya? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for it. Got some life. But anyway, I was on my way up to see you. Got a letter, urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in, but...
Thank you, Obelith.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the goings-on in the Free Cities. Which I learned of the endeavors of a certain young friend of yours. I, for one, believe Miss Telemon's project to be quite the valiant enterprise. I'd like to borrow your man Gaff for a moon or two. Okay.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye.
The one-eyed man.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sun?
Well, but next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone, just like when we built this place. Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked.
Gav will be leaving with me.
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others more.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll...
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
Something new? You want me to go to the hideaway? Oh, the old hideaway. There we go.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the Lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Back? Odar.
I know words, I have the best words, but there's no better word than stupid.
Pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
We haven't gotten anything done today.
It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklab markets. It's managed
He's
by
still
the
going
Merchants
on.
Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goot.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bucklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
Well, time she has been back.
Already on my
Wow.
way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
So Mid's gone?
See, that's it. Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Oops. I mean, did she go back to school? Is that where she went to? I don't know what, whatever place started with a V. I don't know what that is. Just fucks off. Said she went to that place, Vanna something or other. At least we got a new place finally. Let's go.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Talia.
I'm glad to hear it.
And talk
On a run talking to people? What? I just did that for like 2 hours. I'm ready for some action.
This used to be a trip.
We have people that are stupid.
Merchants crossing the scars.
It isn't any faster.
To let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
It's a placebo.
For those living outside the law.
Indeed. I
That's
doubt
just-
we'll be
that's
the
it.
only outlaws on the trail today.
See?
Run like the wind.
See? It ain't no faster. Damn sprinting. He's stuck. Whack. We talk to you?
That we'd be lucky to make it out alive.
You talking about this quest here is stupid? How do we get off this thing?
Really?
Oh, aye. There's trouble.
I take it there's danger on the road.
What about this fearsome-looking fellow?
Oh, no doubt. Well met, friend.
The main quest is
My
stupid
brother
too.
and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart.
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker, but I know the...
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my...
We may have seen our share of action, true, but we've not got the skill in arms to boldly...
You, however, have the look of a... Chances...
Well, if I'm going to have to deal...
You've clearly got a fight.
We're lucky. Now, hoping to make... Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee.
All right.
No. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the right direction.
Get the carts.
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take it. Look lively, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits.
Ah, fucked it up. All right, Shiva, you've been resting. You do something for a change. Woof.
Help me, boy. Fine how. Nice try. Nice try.
Oh, more enemies. 37.5. That's a new record. I know there's an achievement for getting 50,000. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I forgot to spend my ability points.
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart?
Have you been able to get something that high? I wanted this one. This one with the max. So we gotta master it. Then we can equip it to something else. I'm getting rid of that one. How do I do that? Uh-oh. Oh, it's not mastered yet. Jeez, there's another level to it. Ah, fuck. I like this one. 4,000? You know how long that's gonna take? There's our man's wagon.
Getting all of this out of him.
Seems we've found the cart and
And how exactly will he be getting his...
You leave that to us. You've done your part. It's been a pleasure.
There's no need to be so rude. What if we want his help again next?
$80, whatever that is. I bet we have like 2,000 of that stuff. We got enough for that new necklace too. We'll have to get that before.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold at least.
Before we call it.
The path continues on the other side.
Where does this go? Oh, it's just a big stupid circle.
Enough of you, are there?
4,000. I'm even wearing the thing that gives you extra ability points. Idiot in Cincinnati called you? Well, it's Cincinnati. Ooh.
So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
Then we'll have to keep our wits about us.
Why is he recounting his childhood? I don't know.
Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing.
You asked just once.
It's nothing.
My God.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task.
What is he, a Joffrey?
There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greeker, made flesh.
He's Bahamut, right? I can't remember if he's Bahamut or Odin.
Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Just wipe them all out.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch!
Canker?
You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
I bet he dies in normal. He won't die as Bahamut. I bet he'll die as a man before he like changes. That's what I feel like he's gonna do. I feel like he's just gonna like good old dad's gonna stick him in the back or shove his cane into him or whatever, and he ain't gonna chance to transform or whatever. All the same thing. Big eaters. I feel like Clive is going to be the one that kills him.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well trained and increasingly battle hardened. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end.
Oh, I messed it up. Shit. No, wrong one. 37. Ah, if I had messed up all my button pushes, that would have been a new one. Bahamut stories all over the place. I kept pushing the wrong buttons. So where does this go? You have a teleport crystal down here? Doesn't look like it.
They've closed the road to Randalar.
If the siege breaks, they'll need more than this to stop the Imperial legions marching on the capital.
I could have just turned around. You didn't have to dismount me.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia. More refugees.
And they're all making for the crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing. No need to ride from here.
There are no crystals.
There's a shop in here? There is a shop.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Let me carry your goods.
Alright, what do you got? Enhancer? And you got
This side of the strait.
That's cheap. Probably the one thing he's got.
You've a discerning eye. Many thanks. May Gilbert smile upon you.
Alright, let's go get our necklace and we'll probably call it base camp. What is it, 80%? It's gotta be something good. Right? I think our current necklace is 60. Increased heals at 60%. Oh, 40.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
But we're going from green to blue, or no, green to purple. There's no blue mixed in there.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. All yours. Come again. I may have more for
Heal
you.
item, the extra heals. It goes from green. We started out with the gray. Oh, this is high potions by 25%. Useless potion increase item. I didn't think we'd get a high potion one. Don't get hit and you won't need it? Nah. Harry? There we go. Oh wait, hold on. Doom had something. What was Doom? You want me to add a parry?
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive?
You're the one that had
You've
something
read
new.
this particular chapter before. Now this, I believe you will find most interesting. What subject shall we consider today?
That's gotta be an icon, right? These are all icons up to the first pages.
Did you learn everything you needed?
I guess we'll go in here. It's just a cup and we'll see whatever that is. Then we'll go to where we need to go. And that'll be that. I was hoping these things would be more optional. Rather than you're gonna find these things while playing it. Find later in Cliff, that's fine. Alright, auto. Alright. Ugh. When Perry the platypus would show up, it's Perry? I don't know what that is. Perry the platypus? Is that a kid's thing? It's a kid's show? I've not heard of that one. I've heard of Bluey and stuff and some other stuff, but I've never heard of Perry the platypus. Is he like green? Perry the platypus? Okay, I've seen that guy. I've seen that guy before. He's a character in something. So it's not about him. Okay. Yeah, I know who you're talking about now. All right, we're out of here. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Thursday, Friday. We'll see. I hope to, but it all depends on how rough Mrs. Bear has it at work. But we're out of here. We will see you guys tomorrow, definitely. We're almost out of the second shift thing, and we'll be back to total normalness. But we're out of here.